Yeah, check 1, 2. Is it going to stay up or is it going to try to go away?
So if you want to take this one and just put in Greensburg and then the Monongahela and Osage.
Monongahela?
And Osage. Okay.
What's the code if it goes away?
What's that?
What's the code if it goes away?
1953. Is it? But it goes away.
Okay.
It's my old derby number.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Johnny. How are you today?
I am blessed and highly favored just like everybody.
Awesome.
Sweet. Are we out there on the stream yet?
I can't hear anything.
We are live. Cool. Thank you for joining us out there in the interwebs.
Check.
Thank you for your patience. We've had a little track issue this morning. We're trying to get that resolved. We hope to play Derby for you just as soon as we can get to it. Happy Saturday.
I got the wrong ones on.
A land acknowledgement. Today we join you in what we call Greensburg to acknowledge and to honor the land on which we stand that was previously known by its original inhabitants as the Monongahela and the Osage tribes. Remember, no one's illegal on stolen land. And we like to acknowledge the people that were here who have stewarded this land until we get to play roller derby on it. So thank you so much. As you know, I wear red on Saturday for all my missing and murdered Indigenous sisters.
My mic is working. Excuse me.
It is.
I'm still dead.
He was listening to the Johnny Pepper patter. Thank you for joining us, Austin Anarchy and Flower City Fear. We'll get started in Derby in about 13 minutes. We'll come back in about. Is that clock right, or are we? Okay. I got you. You know.
22.
Cool. We'll come back when we got about 4 minutes to Derby and read you some rosters. And
I can't hear anything.
you can't hear anything? You could probably turn it up.
And I'm still dead.
And you still can't hear?
Sounds like my mic is dead too.
Okay. We got an audio engineer right there.
Guy over here. Check.
The clock is now correct. Thank you, Miss. Yeah. We want everybody to be warmed up. We want everybody to be safe. Welcome to Dawn of the Derby 2025. Make sure you go and visit all our vendors out there, including Rage Parade. And punk rockers can save lives. Go over there and check out those fine people. Get registered for the bone marrow registry. Very, very important. Make sure you buy some merch from all our visiting teams, as well as some undead merch. Because you can't have too many roller derby t-shirts in your closet.
Lots. I have lots.
Right? I've got quilts made from them.
The majority of my actual wardrobe, black roller derby t-shirts or crop tops.
Exactly.
If you don't have crop tops in your merch, make it happen. I'm tired of cutting shirts. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a tape problem here again. Just like last year, the floor is cooperating a little bit better than last year.
We gave them a year to work on that, and I guess they just phoned it in. Come on, 3M, you can do better.
Floor's looking all right, though. We'll see if they destroy the tape in their warm-up.
Hopefully, with that clear on top, it'll cut down on the destruction of the tape job.
Well, there was a lot of love that was put into putting the tape down.
It was-
I can test for that. I have the sweat.
Ah, we have music now. And then we don't.
I mean, it looks like you're cooking. I think this is the first year Austin's been here.
I think they came to the second one.
The second one? Yeah, I would
Yes.
that one. Yeah, that might be why.
That was the one where they came in because the team had to pull out.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You're good?
Very good. I'm a little too loud. Is this me here?
You think you can turn it down?
Check, check, check. Yeah, that's me. I'm good. That sounds perfect. Thank you, Nitro.
And you can hand me another earphone.
These ones here? I didn't realize that you didn't have it. Why don't you take these ones? Well, actually, these are all sweaty for me. Why don't you take?
Sure.
Put this in our candy.
Yeah, no. That's one of the great things about announcing in this region is there's always candy. Thanks to Pinky.
Love Pinky. Turn me down.
This one here.
Yeah.
Check, 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 check.
That's good.
Good. All right, great. Now that we can hear forward and onward,
That feels weird being able to hear.
it does feel weird.
Check one,
I'll
two,
give it-
check one.
I know.
Check.
And I was kind of listening to my echo
Yeah.
just so I could enunciate properly and everything.
Well, I was trying to keep myself informed.
By the way, I am Johnny Pepper.
And I'm KY Jelly. First time announcing together.
No, we announced together before
I don't remember.
at Dawn of the Derby here. Was it last year? I think it was last
I
year.
don't remember. I thought. Are you sure?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
remember the chair.
Right?
Yeah, the jacket.
You should remember.
It must have just happened so quickly.
Well, you know how it is. I don't know about you, but I've called almost 300 roller games this year. So.
Not that many. I'm stuck in the dead zone in the mid-Atlantic, so a couple of WIFTA leagues, a murder league's trying to form, but slow.
I call roller derby everywhere I go see it. You know,
Yeah,
the bank track, flat track, MRDA, WFTDA, USARs. I don't care.
it's just more of an excuse to go.
Exactly. And that's how much I just love roller derby.
How long have you been involved?
I don't really want to say, but I remember when we used to only have bank track and we had men's games and women's games on the same day.
So a little while.
Yeah, like I mean,
20?
before the resurrection, you know, back in the early days.
We talking about the 80s?
We're talking like late early 80s. Ooh. When we used to have derby and then wrestling.
No, right together.
Yes. And it was kind of scripted sometimes.
Just a little bit, a little bit. I've got some pretty good photos from back then that
Right?
I stumbled upon on eBay one time. Just got lucky.
Absolutely.
Lots of hardcore action.
Well, like we said earlier, welcome to Dawn of the Derby 2025. We're so glad you're here. Call 2 friends and have them come out as well. Want to shout out to all the people watching on the stream. We apologize for being late. We're going to try to get you some derby just as soon as we can get through. Both of these teams just got to take the track, so they're going to have their allotted warm-up time, and then we're going to get to roller derby.
Headphones working.
My headphones are working.
Are your headphones not working? We got them fixed.
We got it.
That's why we're talking more now. They were dead. Over here. Somewhere.
The headphone jack was not turned on.
Yeah. Simple fix.
We are audio engineers.
Flower City waiting patiently for Austin to finish up their warm up.
Absolutely.
Good time to stretch it out, get some agua before the game.
Shout out to the baby Anderson out there watching Pro Derby for the first time. Thank you so much, Anderson. Love you, buddy. Okay, yeah. First tournament. Thanks, Dad.
Sometimes that can be the same thing.
Yes.
I remember my first tournament was Wheels of Steel 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, first MRDA. Anyways. I did a lot of co-ed stuff in the Mid-Atlantic. Definitely an eye-opener. Chicago Brewing Brothers. It was definitely a interesting weekend.
Don't forget to check out all our baked goods over there right next to the Undead merchandise booth. We got a bunch of yummy muffins and strawberry shortcakes and cookies and all kinds of goodies.
Lots of love.
I hear some lemon bars are coming up here in a minute.
And I've heard that they're very good.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but
As-
I really love baked goods.
Yes. Baked goods are the stuff.
Quick shout out real quick to some of our contributing businesses for sponsorship this weekend. New York has a sponsor as well. We've got Skate Free or Die, and our penalty box sponsor. All that box should be the Skate Free or Die penalty box. Just as a reminder, Skate Free or Die penalty box. Go ahead. Try it. Maybe I'm right on.
Yeah, that's good. Just point it up a little bit, maybe.
What, the volume?
Yeah, because they're directional. They'll pick up like this. They pick up like that.
Oh, it's all front face.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I will hold it like I'm an MC,
Pretend you're a rock star.
not actually announce it. Got it.
We're not doing.
No. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, I don't want to be all in the background.
Yeah. Especially with me.
No. Yeah, I mean, gosh, your voice travels so well.
That's because I enunciate that.
Oh, good. Don't mumble.
Don't.
I also want to give a shout out to Brews Boutique. Since 2008, skater owned and operated Brews Boutique. Super knowledgeable, friendly staff of current and former Derby players have been outfitting skaters with the best skates and gear for their budget. With 16 years of experience, Brews Boutique offers unmatched expertise in custom skate builds, even converting your favorite pair of sneakers and boots to roller skates. Check out Brews Boutique and save 10% off all regular priced items in the shop and online at brewsboutique.com with the code PITT10. Hit 10.
Thank you, Bruce Boutique.
Another shout out here for Team New York, which is an open gender team that New York is a collective of skaters, coaches, referees, NSOs, announcers, and photographers representing, I'm going to assume that's WIFTA, MRDA, and USARS leagues across the New York state. Several open gender team New York members are participating here at Dawn this weekend. Some of them on my team. Shout out to my homies.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out their merch online by visiting the link tree provided in the program. Purchasing merchandise helps support the team and their ongoing efforts to promote inclusivity and diversity in roller derby.
Absolutely. Thank you, Team New York.
I'm perfect, Nitro. Thank you.
Yes.
Everything
Loving
sounds
it.
great now. Oh, we got Flower on the track warming up, testing out the tape, testing out the floor. Got Honcho and the tape crew out there. Oh, actually, excuse me, not Honcho. That's Bigfoot. I just automatically assume it's Honcho because of the muscle tee.
You know what happens when you assume, right?
Pardon?
You know what happens when you assume, right?
No, I do. You get in trouble. You get in trouble.
Sometimes.
Usually for me, that's what happens. Oh, Honcho's out there too, though. So actually, I was not mistaken.
You were right.
Flower working around the tape crew. The tape crew works to get all of their.
That I've had all weekend so far.
Oh, well, let's see what tops it for the weekend then. If any Derby can take over.
Penguins are really, really cool. I learned a lot about penguins yesterday. I'll be giving a little.
You got the
tip.
facts throughout the day?
I got facts all up in my head.
What's that? The zoo? Or zoological park? Excuse me?
The aviary.
Oh, the aviary.
The National Aviary right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, lots to do in Pittsburgh. It's trying to get me to move out here. I definitely, every time I come here, I do something different. You know, what is it? Bridges and tunnels all day long.
Bridges, man.
Don't get mistaken, though. There's a couple of bridges where you can only go one way at one time of the day, and you cannot go to the other side the other time of the day. So just a heads up there for people from out of town that are driving.
Yeah, don't get stuck. And if you do go to the aviary, check out the penguins.
Yeah, I mean, penguins at the aviary. That sounds pretty cool.
You can pet one just like I did yesterday.
What was their name?
It was Trippy. Trippy is the name of the
Oh, yeah. Did they have any familia there that was there, or is it just a singular penguin?
There was just one penguin that we had the encounter with
Uh-huh.
that we got to pet it and watch it eat fish and meet it and watch it
Meet and greet
watch it do its penguin
penguin
things.
stuff. It's probably the least naughty penguin.
In 2 more months. Yeah. And hopefully
The floor.
yeah.
The floor. It looks like it's just the 10-foot marks that are giving us some trouble. Those were.
We don't need this.
Now we all know what 10-foot doesn't look like.
Yeah, we know what the pack definition is. We don't need this.
Yeah, they're just there for reference.
You got that right. Reference.
Reference.
Absolutely.
Tape crew off the track, giving the floor to Flower City. A little bit more than 5 minutes left till Derby.
That means we'll really be live and then like everything.
Are we going to be on the interwebs by then?
The interwebs. I think we're already out there on the interwebs.
Oh, we are on the interwebs
Yeah,
right now?
They're listening.
That's cool. Wasn't last year Mother's Day?
I want to say it was something like that.
And now it's like, I guess we're going to do like dads and grad shout outs.
Sure.
Yeah. Got any dads and grad shout outs? What? Message us in
Yeah.
and come to the announcer's table maybe later and give us a piece of paper with some info on it.
I could give out my phone number so they can just send it to us.
You could definitely give us your phone.
I did that one year and then nobody called.
No, no new friends. They knew what number to not pick up.
Yes. We're not calling Johnny Pepper.
Thanks to all our volunteers, officials,
Love our volunteers.
especially those great people in the medic booth over there that keep us safe all day and taped up and iced and make sure that we don't make silly decisions.
Thank you, medics. I want to thank our hard work and tape maintenance crew.
Yeah, I know they're sweating it out there. We were sweating putting it down before I came over to the announcers table, which I did not know that I was announcing first. So it's a very welcome surprise.
I knew you were supposed to be here.
I know. I don't know how I missed. I mean, I probably just got lost in the email.
It's that email that you didn't know.
Yeah, something like that. The Derby verse. Well, not the Derby verse. The email verse.
Well, I had to send the schedule to my wife, so that's how I understood.
Is that what keeps you on time?
Yes. Well, that and the fact that I show up first thing in the morning and I didn't leave until 30.
That's true. That's true. That's a good policy to have.
We've got 3 minutes to Derby. You want to tell us who's skating?
Who do you want to go for?
I'll go first.
Okay, that sounds great.
Skate for the Austin Anarchy. They're going to be wearing black today. They're represented by number 1, Bruiser Lee, number 119, Trouble Shuffle, number 13, S-Pain, number 202, Freight Train, number 3, Pandemonium Doll, number 31, Pop Tart, number 3, 141, Mastermind, number 35, Sharknado, number 619, Aquadan, number 669, Miss Destruction, number 71, Catlicious, number 721, Elton Moore, number 79, Colonel Angus, number 9098, Lugo, and 91, Gomez.
And skating in white, Flower City Fear, we got 0, Jack Skellington, 1-1, Stephen Keedy, 1116, Fat Jammer, like that, 16M Munition, 18, The Hammer, 21, Astronauti, 333, Hamburglar, 35, Rocky, 369, Dang, She Fine, 420, Jackpot, 48, Oxenfree, 666, More, 69, Scram, 77, Dick Move.
Does you have one more?
Oh, nope, excuse me. My paper is different than your paper.
Oh, really?
I have 2. There's two 48s.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You want to read the first line of refs?
Sure. We want to give a big shout out to all our skating officials and non-skating officials, not limited to, but including Tom McAney, Bionic Beat, Fulcrum, Kelsey Grammer, Galvatron, Nick Tater, Officially Mel, Mothman, and Boba Tonino.
And we've also got Mary Chaos, McNinja, Tim the Ref, Pete in the Pool, like that, Nomad, Saren, Root Boy, and Thriller.
Nice. Wow, we got all our shout outs, all our rosters, all our official love done. Far out. Now we got
some updates. I appreciate that very much.
Oh, I need my shout outs though.
Perfecto.
Yo, Moose. It's not trash. I've got announcer notes on there. Because Oxenfree wanted me to shout out the Hill City Rollers. So Hill City Rollers, got a shout out from Ollie Oxenfree.
Part of the second one?
Oh, we are? Oh, you want to hold it so you can be special?
Oh, no. I mean, do you want to hear? Here, you can have this.
No, I don't want
I'm just holding it because I'm making sure that you can hear me.
I've never worried about being.
Gives us a little bit more freedom to look at each other.
Yeah, I'm ready for Derby. You ready?
I'm ready for Derby. With less than 15 seconds left, Flower City coming back to the bench, Austin Anarchy chomping at the bit.
I'm even going to do double duty. I'm going to produce while I'm following everything.
Oh, look at you. Can't do that yet.
I ain't saying I'm the best at it, but
Hey, got to try. If nobody else is doing it, I'll maybe give it a go later.
well, I do want to thank each and every one of y'all watching on the stream and everyone in the venue. Thank you for coming down to the Derby 2025. I am Johnny Pepper,
And I'm KY Jelly.
and welcome to Roller Derby. Up on the line in the first jam, we're going to have Sharknado for Austin Anarchy and Dick Move for the Flower. The Fear from Flower Center.
Both teams have been very patient, waiting for this opportunity to skate this weekend. Looks like we've got all of our tape situations and other situations out of the way.
Doors are closed. All our referees are in place. Our medics are here.
Doing a quick check. Check, 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 check. Thanks to our photographers for coming out and documenting this weekend.
And our videographers.
That's right.
Also want to thank the Undead Stream Team, the best stream team in the whole wide world.
I would agree. All those angles.
I heard a whistle. That means Derby's imminent. So I mean,
both teams setting up.
we're underway. Jam number one, Dawn of the Derby, is happening right now.
Dick Move pressing on the outside of Austin Anarchy, looking for the inside line. Making their way through, getting lead jammer status. Sharknado just right there on the inside line, coming past Dick Move. Dick Move doing the right
jammer, but not the jammer in the lead because it calls it off. That's our first scoreless jam game.
0-0. A little bit more than 29 minutes left in the first. Freight Train taking the line for Austin Anarchy and Stephen Keaty for Flower City. Some interesting setting up from both teams on the jammer line here. Freight Train playing the patient game, looking for the open, getting it on the inside line. Little jammer on jammer action there real quick. Freight Train being patient, eyeing up the pack as they come in.
Packs get really, really fast.
Looks like they might be battling the floor a little bit.
Fear strike first with 4 points on that pack.
Freight Train calling the jam.
Very interesting that the person calling it off has not been the jammers in front.
That has been very interesting.
Freight Train does pick up 4 points on that. Tying it up at 4.
Pop Tart skating for Austin Anarchy. Astro Naughty for Flower City. Astro pressing on Austin's defense on the outside line.
First penalty of the game was a forearm. Astro 90 off to the skate free or die penalty ball. It's a power change for the Anarchy.
Pop Tart making easy moves there down the inside. Getting hung up at the pivot line. Looking for the offense from their other defensive members. Getting hung up in between 1 and 2.
Morbid oxygen free on that defense for the Fear.
Austin losing a blocker to the box.
That's trouble shuffle. Going to the skate free or die combi box.
Astro Naughty coming out of the box. Pop Tart making easy work going through. A little bit of a different pace here. Looks like it might be a strategy.
Astro Naughty clear on the initial, looking to score some points. Pop Tart goes ahead and calls it off. Taking 8 points in that jam. Fear goes scoreless, only for the second time.
Up skating next for Flower City, we've got Jackpot, and for Austin Anarchy, we've got Sharknado. That's fine.
Whistle blows and the jammers go. Everybody being real, what would you say?
Chill?
Yeah, trying to not slip on this one.
I think we're trying to suss things out as we go along and see what we can get away with, and then kind of go from there.
Oh, a track cut. Called on Jackpot Sharknado out there in a power jam situation with it, Anarchy. As we say back in Texas, pins up.
Where are you at, Texas?
I'm in Houston.
Oh, you really? Yeah. Yeah, I almost moved out there a while ago. But Big O is still out there?
I thought we were talking about that last year.
Maybe for a moment. Power jam here for Austin. Trying to monetize on this, but Flowers Jammer back from the box. Nice hit there. I have my glasses on, but they don't work that well. Another big hit there on the Jammer Flower. Oh, binoculars?
Yes. So you can see the action on the far side of the track. Anything to help us do our job better is what.
Last year, didn't we have, I think we had some screens so we could see last year. This is maybe just a little too much.
You can take it off and adjust it a little bit. But I can tell you, both defenses are getting really sticky over there
Yeah, that's sticky.
on this super slippery board. They are pushing each other away.
Little slip and slide action.
El Limon taking a break from that awesome defense, take a seat in the skater die penalty box, and that jam's going to come to an end. 16 points to the Anarchy.
Quick helmet cover pass there by Flower. Didn't get any points. Jamming next for Flower City, we've got Dick Move, and for Austin, we've got Freight Train.
Both jammers on their second time taking the stock.
Freight Train trying to bait Flower to the inside line. Try to break them up so that way they can get past them. Getting lead jammer status for Freight Train. Dick Move stuck in the back on Austin's defense. Austin not making it easy.
Espanne doing a majority of the work out there at the back of the pack. Dick Move does finally make it through, though. Clear on the initial. Freight Train takes those 4 points. It goes ahead and vaults it on.
Austin coming out of the jam hole with Flower losing Scram to box. Excuse me, Scram, for it taking so long. Up next for Flower City, we got 1-1 Steve McKeedy. And for Austin, we've got number 3-1 Pop Tart. Flower starting down with a blocker in the box. See how they play the start of this jam.
Bruce Lee dropping back, trying to play that defense. First line of defense looking at our
big hit there from Fat Jammer on Austin. Didn't get the take back though.
Track that on Pop Tart's going to be a power jam for City.
Even communicating to the offensive blockers, trying to make some points up here. We still got Austin at 35 and Flower City at 4.
Steven, the owner of all the points for the Flower City here, so lovely.
Just picked up 4 more. Offense playing through on the inside line. Not being as helpful as Steven would like, but still making it through. Oh, getting a cut. Now Austin has a power jam. For the helmet cover pass.
Bruiser Lee, now the jammer record for Anarchy. And those beautiful Jordans.
That's,
Shout out to Pinky's mom.
Love a good set of jorts.
Absolutely. Love Pinky's moms, too.
Austin getting hung up on Flower City's defense, looking for the offense, but getting knocked out on the inside line. Floor playing with everybody's emotions.
Shrimp out of the box and back in the fray. Radiant's shot for the fear.
Steven coming out of the box for Flower. A little bit of aggressive hits there on Austin's defense at the pivot line, but getting hung up, not making their way through, and the jam being called.
Wow. That was an interesting win.
It was.
8 points to the Anarchy. 8 points to the fear as well. That's an 8-8 launch.
There we go. Flower City with 12, Austin Anarchy with 43.
Exactly what the fear needed. Go chipping away at that Austin Anarchy lead.
Slow but steady.
Going into jam number 7, we're going to have Astronauty and Sharknado.
With just a little bit more than 20 minutes left in the first half.
Oh, is that almost a fashion?
Almost. Sharknado making an easy pass through past Flower City's defense, working them hard on the first turn, getting through easy 4 points. Flower City's jammer getting stuck on the defense of Austin on the back. Number 21, Astronauty, taking the helmet cover off there for a little bit of confusion. Austin losing a blocker to the box, but also gaining a blocker.
That was a star stash. Sharknado says that's enough. I've seen it. We're going to call it off. Shout out to the MRDA for trying out the new thing on the scoreboard to us. How much time in minutes?
I like that. That was absolutely beautiful at Boho.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
Always remember to do cool things once.
Making it so we can give you as much information as we talk into the microphone.
We try, man.
Freight train starting up there for Austin and Dick move for Flower City. Freight train making easy work on the outside line. Past Flower's defense. Flower getting stuck on Austin. Maybe got hit out. Yep. Having to come back and get recycled from Austin. Freight train battling it out in turn 2 up against Flower's defense. Looked like Flower was coming back to provide a little bit of offense there. Had to reset back up, waiting for Freight train. Flower down a blocker in the box with Freight train calling the jam.
Looks like Austin's built up that lead and with the if they can get these two spots.
Keep it going. Yeah.
Go as long as they need to before.
What do we call that? Strategy. Pop Tart starting out here for Austin's jammer and Steven for Flower. Interesting to see how both teams differ in their jamming style and defensive style. Nice slow and steady starts here. Pop Tart getting lead jammer status. Flower losing a blocker to the box. Number 666, Orbid. Flower gaining their other blocker from the box.
Jam's going to get called.
Yeah, man. With Flower starting with their pivot down in the box, Morbid. Trying to communicate with Flower over here from the box.
4-3 kind of there up on the start. Jam number 2. Astro not even going to win stop. 4-3. Sharknado, the jammer record.
Sharknado trying to squeak by there on the outside line. Flower City saying no way. Austin also taking back Flower's jammer.
Those laterals really tough when it's so slick.
Yeah, when it's unpredictable, especially when it's not your home floor.
Right.
Like, that's definitely, I think, always to any team that travels far distances and has to go in kind of blind, not knowing what the floor is going to be like when they travel.
And then not taking advantage of that by Sharknado, grab the jam status.
Sharknado got attacked up.
No, it was destruction time.
Thank you.
I had to think about it for a second. They were playing rock, paper, scissors.
I thought that's maybe what we were doing. Yes.
Gotcha. Anarchy locks down the defense off the front of the
Flower City squeaking through on the inside line.
Nice.
Sharknado coming back from the box. Flower City losing Morbid back to the box. Sharknado eyeing up the pack as they come through 3 and 4. With Flower calling the jam.
Nice.
Flower starting down with Morbid in the box.
9 points for astronaut. Jam.
Do we have a legend for the penalties?
No, but I've got a thing into do it. Yeah. I look it up.
I appreciate it.
Next stop.
With a little bit less than 15 minutes left in the first half, we've got Austin Anarchy sitting at 63, Flower City sitting at 21, with Freight Train getting lead jammer status. Austin not making it easy for Flower to get through. Dick Move just getting hung up with Scram going to the box for Flower. Freight Train, little hippity hop there on turn 1 on the inside line. It's all about the footwork.
Wow.
Dick Move taking off the cover. But Austin onto those games.
Great train dragging out that flower. Got 4 points on that guy.
Dick Move still getting hung up on the back of Austin's defense. The hat off, hoping for some help.
As a jammer answering for us.
Yeah.
Playing some awesome defense where the fear in front of the back.
They are doing their best to hold on to Freight Train. Scram coming back in, looking at Dick Move. Dick Move looking for the inside line, trying to press through on Austin's defense. As Freight Train comes back up on Flower, making easy work through the pack, picking up another 4 points.
That's a whole desert.
It is. Dick Move still pressing hard on Austin. Just straight out the front. Austin losing a blocker to the box.
Trouble. I'm going to take a break on that awesome defense and take a seat. Let's get short dive to the box.
Another blocker. Actually, excuse me, the pivot for Austin going to the box also.
Soccer damage.
Dick Move getting a little bit of breather from having to press on the defense of Austin, taking a spill there right before the jammer line, not picking up any points. I don't think.
If you had to just leave 2 blockers out there, Colonel Angus and SP32 that
A lot of big bodies on the track there.
I anticipate a timeout. You want to pay some bills?
Oh, let's pay some bills. Yeah. Little timeout action here real fast. Just want to go ahead and let everybody know who our penalty box sponsor is. Thanks to Skate Free or Die for sponsoring the penalty box. Help us manage all of the costs for this type of event and give you guys great shout outs over the mic. Also, a shout out to Brews Boutique and Team New York, our other 2 sponsors for the event this weekend. Since 2008, skater owned and operated Brews Boutique's super knowledgeable, friendly staff of current and former Derby players have been outfitting skaters with the best skates and gear for their budget. With over 16 years experience, Brews Boutique can get you on the floor and wheeling. Who doesn't love a good set of skates? And then thanks to our friends over at Team New York, some of my teammates are on there, but then also some of my friends. Open Gender Team in New York is a collective of skaters, coaches, refs, NSOs, and announcers, creating another opportunity to skate in the wonderful state of New York. It wouldn't be real roller derby if you weren't on more than one team. It's so lovely. Definitely in the last 3 years, really after COVID, there's been a lot more opportunities to be on a pickup team or an all-gender team. The way that both sanctioning boards are kind of working with us, giving us more opportunities to skate.
Anarchy's down 2 blocks.
Sharknado making it almost all the way through, there. Actually, I take that back. Steven made it through first with lead jammer status. But Sharknado hot on their heels. Little jammer on jammer action there through turn 1. We'll see if that action goes for the call off.
I think they got scoring on their mind because both the players just have forwards on that dot.
Steven has an interesting jammer style. Very, very upright. Using the feet to do all the work and kind of disguising their moves.
Sharknado makes it through.
Flower losing a blocker to the box.
That's the Super Bowl.
Checking for the blood in the nose.
And Burglar.
Flower starting down with the pivot in the box, and Austin starting whole, with Pop-Tart being furnished as a jammer for Austin. And Jackpot, number 420 for Flower City. Seeing a little change in the startup action here. Both teams starting at the pivot line, rolling back to the jammer line. Jackpot doing the old rubber jammer moves on Austin there, but a little bit of fifth blocker from Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart making easy work there on the outside line with Flower trying to catch them and successfully catching them on turn one, but unfortunately going to the box, maybe for an out-of-play block. Pop-Tart still holding lead jammer status with Flower with two blockers in the box, and Jackpot coming back from the box for Flower.
Pop-Tart almost got sent to the box for a track back.
Yeah, there's a little gray area there.
I don't think it was great. The person that knocked her out went out as well.
That's true.
And got a penalty.
Yeah, it's just confusion. Oh, Austin getting a power jam as Flowers jammers in the box.
With only two blockers left out there. Yeah, I am. But that's Pop-Tart's making up 8 points.
Just sent us for a loop there, Nitro.
Yeah,
Now we're all confused.
super that way. But that's okay. Because
Flower City starting with the jammer in the box and a blocker. Freight Train and Austin here setting up for a power jam. See what their strategy is. Looks like it's going to be all O off the line, making way for Freight Train on the inside.
you ain't gonna stop the Ranger.
No. Many try. Austin's defense waiting for the call from Freight Train. Flower gaining their jammer back from the box. Easy 4 points there for Freight Train, eyeing back up on the pack.
Jackpot out of the living or skate free or not if he wants Andrew back up the actual drive.
Freight Train.
Season up, yeah, awesome.
Both teams starting whole with a little bit less than 9 minutes left on the clock. A lot of action in that skate free or die penalty box here in this first game. Hopefully, I will not have a lot of action in that box in the next, 2 days?
That's a good thing for skate free or die.
It is absolutely, because then we're going to say their name lots of times when I'm in.
Lots and lots of time.
Sharknado furnished for Austin Anarchy and Astronauty for Flower City. Austin sitting pretty at 108 and Flower City sitting with 28.
Astronauty with the biggest point jam for the year. Not the most guys, just look at this. And Fort Wilson is going to rain down and bring that jam to a floor.
Austin losing a blocker to the box.
That's option.
So we'll be going through packet minutes. Since we go into jam 16.
Flower City with Dick Move and Austin Anarchy with Pop-Tart. Oh. Just a moment here for the refs. We've got a little bit of a track maintenance situation.
This official timeout brought to you by our good friends here in-house. Rage Parade. Get on by there and check out all the cool stuff. Buy you a new set of skates, some pads.
I'm coming over there, Range. Hopefully you've got some toe stop selection.
Tell him Johnny Pepper said hey and sent you over there for that big 0% discount.
I will let them know. Hopefully, they were here last year. Hopefully, they remember all my sweet skills on the mic.
Go talk to our good friends over there at Punk Rockers Save Lives. Sign up for the bone marrow registry. Make a donation, get a sticker.
Only takes a few moments of your time.
Absolutely.
Help some people out.
Because punk rockers do save lives.
They do. They do. Punk rock is for everyone.
Everyone.
Austin starting with a blocker down in the box. Just a quick recap of the jammers. We've got Dick Move for Flower and Pop Tart for Austin. Pop Tart getting stuck on the back on Flower City. Looking like they were going to get through there for a moment on the inside line. The Flower taking them out on the inside. Flower City pressing hard on the defense of Austin out the front, hoping to press them through. Keeps getting knocked out on the inside line. And it's a power jam for Flower.
It is a power jam. That's Pop Tart gets into the box for it. Traffic.
Austin coming back whole. With Gomez coming out of the box. Flower trying to coordinate some offense here on Austin's defense. Big hit there from Dick Move. Flower losing a blocker to the box.
That's oxen free. Oxen free the skate for your penalty box.
I like this teamwork we have going on here. Pop Tart coming back from the skate for your penalty box.
Absolutely. That's money well spent right there.
It is. It is. It's going to be all day.
Pop Tart stashes that star, breaks it out, puts it on the hand, and 4 whistles rain down for that jam. Close. The fear picking up 4 points off that jam.
Austin Anarchy sitting at 112. Flower City Fear with 32. Just over 6 minutes left in this first half.
Oh, that kind of flew by.
That's usually me.
Yeah, go ahead and take care of it.
Try to breathe in through your nose, friend.
Coming in jam number 17. Stephen Keats, where to start for the fear here. Freight train and jammer record for Anarchy.
You know, something to take into consideration here that I don't think a lot of teams consider is that the elevation here in Pittsburgh, or not in Pittsburgh, excuse me, in Greensburg, can definitely cause some issues to your ability to skate and your ability to cool off.
It's not quite skating in Denver, but it's close.
It's definitely, it makes you sweat. That's actually one of the reasons why I moved to Denver. Lots of dirt. That was the other reason. Freight train holding on to lead jammer status here. Steven making easy work there, though, getting past defense for Austin. Freight train calling the jam. Picking up 4 points. Flower got 4 too. Flower City Fear sitting at 36. Austin Anarchy sitting at 116. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half.
Crazy. Shout out to Bart. Thank you for watching and commenting.
Yeah, we love comments.
Wow, that was a quick work. Sharknado getting around on the outside, grabbing a big gem of status.
Sharknado making easy work there on the outside line there. Didn't even look like Flower was even looking to see what they were doing.
Bruiser lead to the skate for your dive penalty box. I didn't see what the infraction was.
Nice apex jump there for Flower from Jackpot. Didn't land on the wheels, but still made it through. Austin losing
Aquadan.
to the lift free or die penalty box. Or skate free and die penalty box.
Fear losing a blocker as well. As that jam comes to a close.
Track crew back out there taping the track, keeping us safe.
Love our track maintenance crew.
If it wasn't for them.
They're super working hard.
Oh, yeah, we were all sweating it pretty early on.
Our medics are working pretty hard as well.
Get something to put on the back of the neck. Yeah. See. I'll be right back, John.
Go right ahead. Skaters being called back to the floor. Jam number 19 is going to start in just a few moments. Steven wearing the star for the Fear. Freight Train and Jammer record for Anarchy. Anarchy with only 2 blockers out there on the track.
Defense from Flower there, making it hard for Freight Train to make it through. Steven making through for lead jammer status, hoping to pick up some points here.
This is Lee Structure and Ellie Molly only help out there in the moment. Bruiser Lee comes out of the box and joins him.
Both teams have a blocker standing in the box coming back into play.
And just like that, 80 wheels blazing.
Steven calling the jam.
That is a rather unusual jam in the stance.
It is.
Stance.
I like it. It's very nonchalant.
It's working for Steven.
Mm-hmm. Might be that oversized white tee that could be doing it too.
It could be.
Both teams starting whole here with a little bit over 2 minutes left in this first half. We have seen the teams get a little bit more confident in the floor. The floor's changed. See what happens in the second half. Bigger hits, more aggressiveness. I like that. Jackpot pressing on Austin, doing those rubber jammer moves, trying to make it easy through.
Multiplayer called on somebody.
Pop-Tart getting lead jammer status. Oh, that's Morbid going to the box.
That's the multiplayer.
Skate free or die box. Jackpot making their way through the defense of Austin. Pop-Tart pressing on Flowers' defense out the back, calling the jam. Hoping to ice Jackpot there to get no points. But Jackpot did pick up 2.
Nice. That's 2 points they didn't have when they started.
That's right. We've still got time. Not so much in the first half. And everybody gets a break. See if it's a shorter break, though, because we started late.
Probably so.
Sharknado chopping at the bit on the jammer line there. Dick move all nonchalant. Big hit there on Flower from Sharknado getting lead jammer status. Dick move getting stuck on the back of Austin's defense. Squeaking past the pivot line on the inside line there, trying to make it through.
Wow.
That was nice moves there from Sharknado.
I think he used the momentum off the bounce to get through.
Yeah, I like that.
Crazy.
Morbid coming back from the box.
Full into the skaters inside the track.
Dick move taking a couple spills there in turn 3.
Sharknado picking up 4 more.
I love that.
Moose just gave me a Costco favor.
I feel left out now.
Well, seeing as how I'm the one that coined that.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to put it on?
Well, I'm going to put it on my name.
What the? Oh, your
Yeah,
stats box
my stats box. Like,
or stats box with a clipboard.
got everything.
Way to stay organized.
try, because I'd lose everything if I didn't have it.
That's all right. I forgot a very important bag back in Virginia that I was not turning back around for.
Thanks to my friend Bobby Narco for giving me this good one.
Oh, hey, he's got a lot of friends.
Sure enough. And a new one.
Yeah.
Shout out to the baby Narco.
Uh-oh. Flower City starting down with 2 blockers in the box. The skate free or die box.
Die box. We're going to official. This is the first official review.
It is the first official review. We got the Zebras over there hanging out by C-Pain in the center there with the overhead mounted camera. I love that camera. The views on that thing are great.
Man, I'm telling you, this Undead Stream Team, the best stream team in the wide world. Take care of this free stream. If you would, like and subscribe, hit that bell or that box or whatever.
Follow them on YouTube.
If you got some extra cash that you just want to get rid of, we'd love to have it.
And it's
Always find a place.
Absolutely. That just gives us more opportunities to buy better equipment, better gear, so that way you can have the best stream possible. Undead Stream Team basically setting the standard.
Absolutely.
Some changes in our setup from last year. Last year we had a camera or a view for 1 and 2. I love that. You could maybe get that back somehow. That'd be great. But I'm loving what we have going on also.
All you really have to do is turn monitor and watch.
Don't want to ask for too much.
Right? Yeah, I mean, you could.
You good? Yeah. Looks like we got the Zebras coming to an agreement.
I'm assuming that all ref is going to tell what's going on. I see a
Thumbs down.
I see a thumbs down, so that dot's going to go away. It's not going to turn into a plus sign. We can go ahead and wildly speculate that the number states.
Thumbs down. Well, Flower starting down here in the box. Skate flea or die box. Only 2 blockers. Still holding on to their pivot, though. Freight Train taking the track. Probably hoping to monetize on Flower's only ability to have 2 defensive blockers on the track. But Flower trying to make it difficult. Flower sitting comfortably in the box.
Pandemonium Dava. First line of defense for the Anarchy at the moment.
Astro still pressing hard on Austin's defense, trying to work the outside line.
Payne and Gomez come to help out.
Freight Train with a nice hit there on the outside line on Flower.
Gomez with an infraction going to skate free or die to the rebound.
Austin losing, it looks like another blocker to the skate free or die penalty box. Payne.
Obviously, Payne's first trip to the skate free or die penalty box.
It is a little confusing where the box is.
So where's it at? Where's it at?
Usually it's in the middle over here on the right. But we switched it up this year.
It's always good to
Looks like we got Freight Train trying to run out the clock here on the jam of Astronauty trying to pick up as many points at that time period as possible.
Freight Train picking up another dozen.
Payne coming back on the track for Austin. Also gaining Pandemonium Doll from the box. With Austin's pivot getting iced in the box, but with no more time to play.
Freight Train says, let's just go to intermission.
I got all the points. I don't need no more for right now.
Fear picked up 16 points on that last jam. See where we're right.
Yep.
Go ahead and get you something to hydrate. Maybe get you a cheese toasty, like they say across the lawn.
Try to cool down from being up here, the elevation.
We'll be back in about 9 minutes. I'm Johnny Pepper.
And I'm KY Jelly. Thanks for joining us.
That's what I thought I'd be. I kept on living in my own dream. In my own dream. Every day I grew blinder. I thought I was so strong. I didn't need nobody's help. But the strongest river can't flow uphill.
Tell me if you're hurt and I'll be there. Carry you away to the promised land. Feel your heartbeat and don't be scared. 'Cause I'll be there, yes I'll be there. You and I, we can fly anywhere you wanna go. Find a place we can hide, we can make it on our own. All along for the ride, to the stars just follow. You and I, side by side, dancing in your halo. You and I, we can fly anywhere you wanna go. Find a place we can hide, we can make it on our own. Go along for the ride, to the stars just follow. You and I, side by side, dancing in your halo. Dancing in your halo. Like a fever taking over, it's burning. You're so stuck in your head, think I'm leaving. In your mind I know that you're hurting. That I'll be there, yes I'll be there. You and I, we can fly anywhere you wanna go. Find a place we can hide, we can make it on our own. Go along for the ride, to the stars just follow. You and I, side by side, dancing in your halo. You and I, we can fly anywhere you wanna go. Find a place we can hide, we can make it on our own. Go along for the ride, to the stars just follow. You and I, side by side, dancing in your halo.
clean floor, tape stick back. Sticks.
They were out there out on the 10 lines.
That's right. Wiping it down. Wipe it down. Thanks to the track maintenance crew for keeping those marks on the ground and keeping the refs happy.
Thank you to all our volunteers.
That's right. Our medics and our photographers and our stream team people and all of the refs and NSOs.
All our games tournament oversight people.
Yes, that's right. Our games tournament oversight people. I forget about them sometimes.
Thanks to our outfit for letting us know what that initial is.
Yeah. And without them, we would have just known it was a thumbs down.
We're underway. Stephen, you were in the style for the field going up against Sharknado and Jam number 1 at the second half of the first game. That's not the Derby's 135.
That was a long breath.
That was a month.
Steven digging in here with lead jammer status. The Sharknado hot on the trail. Both teams trying to run the pack. A little bit of USARs there with Steven calling the jam. No, I like fast derby, just not when I'm skating. Both teams.
Fairs.
Both teams not picking up any points. Skating next for Flower City, we got Dang, she fine.
Dang, she fine.
And for Austin Anarchy, we've got Freight Train. Flower City starting back past Freight Train here.
Dang, she fine. Down that star for the first notch in this game.
This is the first time for that start on Dang, she fine. Fat Jammer there pressing Freight Train on the outside line. With Dang, she fine out the front, getting lead jammer status. First time on the track, got lead jammer status.
She fine and they
Both teams running the pack again. Are we going to play a little USARs today?
we're taking on.
Flower losing a blocker there in turn 4, pulling up the jorts. A little bit of confusion there towards the refs. Pop Tarts getting next for Austin Anarchy. And for Flower City, we've got Dick Move.
Anarchy does pick up a win of almost.
Good job. Lead jammer status and a point for Dang Shivai.
3.
Three, excuse me. It is right there in front of me. There's just so many boxes.
There's a little box. Oh my.
Pop Tart getting stuck on Flower City there in turn 2, but making easy pass through. Oh, but going to the box for a hard block in the skate for your die box.
Power jam for here.
Well, Fear might not know that they have power jam in the way that they're playing here in turn 4. Dick Move pressing on Austin's defense, but not really actually getting anywhere, looking for those teammates for the confusion on why they're all out the front.
Aquaban, Gomez, S-Pain, claim that awesome defense for them.
Dick Move still pressing on Austin's defense to pass the pivot line. Flower trying to play a no pack.
Trouble shuffle helping out a little bit there.
Pop Tart coming back from the skate for your die box. Leisurely. Both teams stuck in between 2 and 3. A little bit of action here. Flower doing a good job holding Austin's jammer back, but Dick Move still stuck on Austin in the back.
When you got 4 blockers in the panel.
It's a blocker. Listen. Octopus.
Octopus. Thank you, Rich Mahoney. Pop Tart quit on that initially.
Just make sure you enunciate that properly.
Absolutely.
Pop Tart making their way through, coming back through to come and pick up some points. Flower going to the ground. Austin still doing a great job of holding Dick Move on the back end.
Tart through for 4. What's your favorite Pop Tart?
My favorite Pop Tart, I have to just stick with the classic strawberry frosted.
Frosted cherry.
Yeah, I could get with that. Yeah.
Especially if you put a butter on.
Johnny, I think that you might be actually changing my life choices. Butter?
Yes,
Butter makes it better.
butter makes
Butter, better butter.
always. Sharknado Little Doll Star for the Anarchy in this next Jamie. Astronauty, we're the star for the pair. Astronaut trying to go around the outside.
Austin's defense saying, no way, taking them back.
Bruiser Lee and Nolan playing that defense for the Anarchy.
A little bit of a pile up there right before the pivot line.
Sharknado slips through on the inside, picking up the damage tag.
Refs calling the jam for a down skater at the pivot line for Austin. Missed destruction. And the 3D printed things, I think this could be a chupacabra, but do we really know what a chupacabra looks like?
Well, of course we know it. I'm from Texas.
Well, I mean,
That's where they live.
I had a chupacabra once. Well, everybody said he was the chupacabra. He was this little naked dog. He looked like the chupacabra. He was a sweet little guy named Cactus.
Did it fly?
Nah, he was more of a prancy thing. He liked to kind of hang around and just cuddle. He wasn't after your blood. He just wanted your love. Track maintenance crew taking this time to make some maintenance happen.
All chupacabras need pro love.
Of course they do.
That's why they need it.
They're just misunderstood.
That's all it is.
Austin with a blocker in the box here. Oh yeah, this is. I see this now. It's the color that messed me up. I didn't really know what this was before. I thought it was like a dead person bodyboarding.
Thought they were dinosaurs. And then I see a little tag on it.
It's an informational tag.
Yeah. Thanks to our awesome members, this destruction is going to get checked out.
Both teams taking this opportunity to get a breather as we do a quick check. Keep our skaters safe.
Do want to take this opportunity and thank our medics once again for doing such an awesome job.
If we didn't have you, we wouldn't be able to do this at all.
Mandated by rule.
That's right. I'm so glad that's a thing. Because I spend some time in the medic box. It seems like every time I come in this building. Austin's starting with a blocker down in the box. Refs ready to get this rolling. Both teams thinking we were going, but we ain't. For our not, Susan.
Freight train wearing that star for the Anarchy and
Jackpot for Flower City. Jackpot hot. Pressing hard on Austin's defense, trying to wiggle their way through the group. Oh, but Jackpot going to the skate free or die penalty box with a power jam here for Austin.
Fear's going to lose a pivot to the box as well.
Austin getting their blocker back to the box. Ooh, actually, two blockers for Flower in the skate free or die penalty box now. Freight Train should be able to monetize here on this free for all. Power jam.
Cat Tricks out there helping out.
Scram holding the inside line there. Jackpot coming back from the skate free or die box. Pressing hard on Austin out the front. Austin's recycling real good, making it difficult for Jackpot to be able to make their way through. Flower City scram trying to hold on to Freight Train. Both blockers for Flower City coming back from the box. See if they get a little offense. Jackpot here. Freight Train eyeing back up the pack. Nice squeak pass there on the outside line. Jackpot hoping to get through so we can actually pick up some points. Freight Train leisurely skating through. Nice hit there, though, on Flowers' defense. Freight Train getting stuck on Flowers' defense on the outside line, pressing. Eyeing up the pack. Pressing on the outside. Recycling from Flower real good here, holding on to Freight Train real nice in the first turn. Austin coming back to provide a little bit of offense. but a penalty being called on Scram and Freight Train calling the jam. It's okay.
Shram and Aquadan taking the seat in the Escape Free or Die penalty box.
With Pop Tart furnished for Austin Anarchy as the next jammer, and Steven for Flower City.
Timeout.
Oh, we got a timeout. Let's go ahead and talk about Team New York real quick. Team New York isn't more. Oh yeah, it's an open gender team in New York. A collective of skaters, coaches, referees, NSOs, announcers, and photographers representing WIFTA, MRDA, and USARS leagues across the New York State. Several open gender Team New York members are participating here at Dawn this weekend. So happy that you guys are here, and thank you so much for your contribution to the weekend.
All the things. And thank you.
Also, Brews Boutique, since 2008, skater owned and operated Brews Boutique's super knowledgeable, friendly staff of current and former Derby players have been outfitting skaters with the best skates and gear for their budget. With over 16 years of experience, Brews Boutique offers unmatched expertise in custom skate belts, even converting your favorite pair of sneakers and boots to roller skates.
Oh my.
Yeah. Do you have cowboy boots? Skate? Do you skate, John?
I do skate.
You do skate?
I don't have cowboy boot skates.
I want to see that next time with the jacket.
Okay.
Back to it. Check out Brews Boutique and save 10% off of regularly priced items in the shop and online brewsboutique.com with the code PITT10. That's PIT10. And you've been hearing us say their name so frequently because penalties happen. Penalty box sponsor is Skate Free or Die for the weekend.
Skate Free or Die.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Absolutely. Just know.
Well, I mean, you're the best.
Rage Parades already out there. The punk rockers.
That's right.
Save lives.
With the bone marrow.
Go get on that bone marrow registry. Back to the action on the track. What's going on out there, KY?
Well, we got Steven jamming for Flower City and Pop Tart, unfortunately going into the box as the jammer for Austin Anarchy. I did miss the call there because of all the action. I can't remember what the topic of the hand is.
That is a destruction.
Destruction. Steven hoping to make up some time here, lost ground here for Flower City. Skating through, but getting pressed to the outside line there by Austin. Scram coming back to the box for Flower, coming back from the Skate Free or Die box for Flower.
Any illegal contact.
Oh, it is.
But destruction.
Yeah, that works for me. I'm definitely going to have a folder now. Follow your lead on this, because I just expect these things to be here. Flower City pressing hard on Austin out the front. Pop Tart coming back from the box, taking the cover off, trying to cause confusion with Flower. Scram doing a good job playing the bridge there, or not the bridge, excuse me. The brace for the tripod. Looks like we have a helmet cover pass for Austin.
I can tell you, Stephen Kitty's internal gyro is really, really working.
Steven calling the jam there, all nonchalant. Looking back to make sure the points that they got, and the other team did not get any points.
That's the thing.
I've never seen a spin move that was so smooth.
I love a good spin move that's smooth. All the spins.
So
We don't need all the spins, but most of the spins. Spins make things interesting.
Peanut Brutal, Coach Peanut Brutal wanted to say hi to Lucy and Michelle. Hi, Lucy and Michelle.
Hello. Quick break here with the truck crew, or truck maintenance crews out here fixing the tape. All that action going on between the jammer and the pivot line.
Mormon's going to wear a start in this next jam, taking a break from that awesome defense.
See if they can stay out of the box here as the jammer.
Going up against Sharknado.
Out there.
Sharknado saying hi to all the friends back home. Especially you, Charlie.
Both teams getting a breather here while we fix the track.
Way better. Yeah.
As we patiently wait for the track crew to keep us safe.
Yeah, now
Want to remind everybody that we do have a bake sale going on over by the
Oh, bake
Pittsburgh
sale.
Undead merch booth.
Please go by there and buy some baked goods.
There's a little bit of everything. I know that we talked about some lemon bars making an appearance last.
Yes.
I don't know if they're there yet or not, but we do have those coming in later.
I want to go check right after this game in about 20.
I don't think I'm going to have that. I don't think I'm going to have that opportunity. I think I'm going to have to.
Oh, you back to back?
Yeah, and I'm going to have to run to my car and get my stuff. That's okay.
Oh, you got to skate next, huh?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that's all right. Like to live on the edge. You know, come in, sweat putting the floor down real quick, come announce, then go skate.
All right. Looks like everything is taped out. 5 seconds away from rolling. There's goodness.
Both teams set up on the jammer line. Morbid trying to press on Austin's defense, trying to press him on the end, but not actually making way. Sharknado doing a little bit of fifth blocker action there for Austin. Running tippy-tapping through the outside line, picking up lead jammer status. Morbid still stuck on Austin's defense out the front, trying to press a no-pack, finally making their way through.
Truffle shuffle with that awesome defense there.
Nice hit there.
Big
Flower.
hit there.
This fat jammer there.
That was bad jammer with that awesome hit there. Truffle shuffle bounces back up. Astro not even aware of the star fourth. Going up against Great Train. Jam number 8 of the second half of game number 1.
With just a little bit over 20 minutes left. Austin Anarchy sitting at 178. Flower City 76.
Five seconds away from the start of jam number 8. All 8 wheels inside the line.
Austin trying to provide some off the line offense on the outside line for Freight Train.
Here, locking down that defense at the front of the path.
Austin with a quick soul crush take back there. Jack pass.
Great Train with a push. That's all through.
Excuse me, Astronauty. Have it right front touch. Big hit though from Austin on Astronauty on lane, turn 1. Big slot. Oh, but unfortunately getting a drop cut.
That's a power jam.
Freight Train loves those power jams.
Who doesn't love a power jam?
Sometimes I love them. Sometimes
Especially when you got a star on your head.
Well, that's true. When you have the power.
Yes.
Austin setting up here for offense for Freight Train on the inside line. Freight Train calling the jam, icing the blocker, or excuse me, the jammer for Flower City in the box.
That's just smart, Herbert.
Yes, absolutely. Astronaut is sitting in the box with 13 seconds left for Flower City Fear. Austin Anarchy with 186. Flower City Fear with 76 with under 20 minutes left. And Sharknado being furnished for Austin for this next jam.
Looks like we're going to have an official review. This official review is brought to you by the MRDA and this new thing they're trying with the
Penalty box
penalties.
Yeah,
That's just so awesome.
I love that.
There's, I mean, you've got space to do it.
And the more info that we can give everybody so they can, like, 'cause a lot of people can't watch, right?
Yes.
You know, you can't always watch Derby. Definitely like doing the play-by-play for everybody if we can, give as much information as possible to those that are listening. We do appreciate you listening and watching.
Absolutely. Call 2 friends and tell them to get in as well.
Turn it on.
Well, we're trying to bring roller derby to the world.
Yep, slowly but surely. I talk about it all day at work, and for somehow I've been there for a year, and I still don't understand what I'm talking about. Pull up videos, they still don't get it.
I try to talk about it as much as I can.
Where's the ball? There's no ball.
Yes, everybody has a ball on their feet.
Imagine if you had to hold onto a ball. Like, didn't matter how you held onto it. You couldn't stash it. You had to hold it on your person some way. Oh, thumbs down again here on the official review.
That's not going to turn into a plus sign. Thanks, Dilla. I just made Thriller go.
Did you?
I did. With the three.
I mean,
That's pretty cool. Sharknado wearing the start for the Anarchy going up against Astronauty. Starting in the live for, skate for your die penalty box.
Austin losing Gomez to the skate free or die penalty box. With Astronauty coming out for Flower City.
The Fear with a Blocktopus at the front of the pack. Anchored by Sharan and friends.
Astronauty still trying to get through the pack as Sharknado makes their way through effortlessly this last pass and this pass through, picking up those another 4 points. Checking out the bench, seeing what the refs have to say. Austin gaining a blocker from the box. Gomez, but losing their pivot.
S-Pain comes in there and just wrecks the shop and moves blockers out of the way. Fun fact, S-Pain is from Spain.
Oh, really? Wow, that's funny. Funny but clever.
Get it now?
I do. Little quip.
Absolutely. The more you know.
Steven skating next for Flower City and Pop Tart for Austin Anarchy. Austin Anarchy sitting at 198 and Flower City at 80. Under 18 minutes left in the second half.
And we're underway. Somebody's talking about me.
Oops, somebody talking about you.
Yeah, I heard out of the corner of my ear.
Corner of your. Austin losing their blocker to the box.
That's Bruiserly. Gonna join Aquadan over there.
And Steven getting lead jammer status with Pop Tart still pressing on Flower City out past the pivot line. Steven making easy work getting through Austin's defense, just powering through. Looks like we lost a kneecap there in between turns 1 and 2. Hopefully everybody's still safe out there. Pop Tart.
And if not, if this is Rage Rage right after this game, will be
Strap it up. We'll get you some new knee pads or elbow pads, whatever you want to put on the floor.
4 whistles going to ring down and bring that jam to a close.
Steven calling the jam, picking up 8 points for Flower City Fear, putting him at 88. Austin Anarchy, 198. Flower starting down with a blocker in the box.
Still 16 and a half minutes to go in this contest. Game number 1 of the Dawn of Derby 2025.
Got the Zebras deliberating here or taking a break in the center. Find out here in a moment.
I believe it has this the Fear blocker in the box.
Well, little chit chat there.
I'm sure it's a safety related thing.
That is the thing with roller derby. We do try to keep it as safe as possible.
I want to thank the Pittsburgh Undead and the Undead Stream Team, best stream team in the whole wide world, for bringing you this free stream. We encourage you to hit that subscribe button and call 2 friends to watch.
Wow, the more the merrier. The more people you can chit chat with about roller derby, the less people will think you're crazy. Roller derby, that died in the 70s. I used to watch that with the wrestling.
No,
It's back. It's been back for a while.
it's been back for a while. Now we're playing it all over the world.
Morbid with an aggressive stance there for Flower City, and Freight Train chilling at the back. Austin making it difficult for Morbid to get through. Morbid trying to press through on the tripod. Looking for a decent open there and trying to press through. Finally breaking up the tripod for Austin. Morbid making their way through up to the pivot. Freight Train squeaking by past Flower on the inside, or excuse me, outside line in turn 1.
That was a tripod of death.
It was. Morbid getting taken out in turn 2 by Austin's defense. Freight Train making easy work through, coming back through for the 4 points. Morbid still trying to make it past Austin out the front. Finally making it through the pack. See how long Freight Train grabs it. Checking the box real quick. Calling off the jam.
Says, I'm here with my team. Let's go ahead and call it off now.
Are all my teammates back from the box? Yes.
Austin filling up their second bucket with 10 left over.
Austin is sitting at 210 and Flower City Fear 88. Up skating next for Flower City Fear. We got Dang, she fine. And Pop Tart for Austin Anarchy. We got a tape situation over here on one of the 10-foot markers in between 3 and 4.
It's going to get the destruction if it stays like it is. And then the tape will have to go to the skate for your guy penalty.
And it will. We'll see how good of a skater you are with you skate with tape all over your wheel and it doesn't roll no more.
That'd probably help them out.
Maybe. if you're trying to run, not actually skate.
Maybe we should all get a little bit of tape and put on our wheels.
See what happens. Just for fun.
Make it sticky.
Make it sticky. Track maintenance crew coming in, getting it taken care of. Lickety split.
Thank you.
Thanks to my homies over there. Bigfoot, Nemesis, and Honcho.
I hope Lucy and Michelle are still watching.
Wow. Check the feed.
I don't know that we can.
Oh, that's true. Does it even list everybody in the feed?
I think so.
It's like a chat room? I didn't get to play with it
I
last
don't
year.
know if the chat is turned off or I really don't know. I haven't checked it out yet.
Maybe we'll check it. Oh, it is on? Great. Chit chat away. We want to hear some comments. You got any shout outs for dads and grads?
We might get to it in the game number 2.
Yeah, maybe. Since we're still figuring things out.
Right.
Some things are similar, some things are different.
Dang, she fine and dang, she passed.
Getting back to that lead jammer status, I think this is the second time as
Absolutely.
jammer. Let's see them get some points here for Flower City.
Dang, she fine and 100%.
Yeah, calling the jam there for Flower City. Dang, she fine. Picking up 4 points, it looks like there. Flower City Fear sitting at 92. And Austin Anarchy sitting at 210 with just over 14 minutes left. Austin starting down with a blocker in the skate free or die penalty box. And we've got Steven skating next for Flower City and Sharknado skating next for Austin Anarchy.
Pins up.
Typical.
Sharknado. Sure.
Sharknado making easy work getting through the pack there, but Steven kind of nonchalant there for a second, and then that Sharknado picked up the pace, calling the jam.
That was like 3 crossovers.
I like that.
That was super fast.
Austin still down with a blocker in the box. Looks like with 13 seconds left.
You are correct.
With that nifty, what are we going to call that, a widget?
We'll call it a widget. Thank you, MRDA.
That widget for the
those
penalty box.
Awesome widgets that you're giving us. The more you know.
Astro Naughty skating next for Flower City Fear and Freight Train for Austin Anarchy. Flower trying to figure out what to do against Freight Train, but Freight Train making easy work through on the inside line. Picking up lead jammer status. Astro Naughty quickly behind Freight Train. Not able to pick up any points. But maybe. Two points for Flower City Fear and 2 for Austin Anarchy.
Skate rear die penalty box with nobody in it at the moment. Means we're going to have 80 wheels inside the lines when we start. Jam number 15. Morbid wearing the star for the Fear.
And Pop Tart for Austin Anarchy.
Pop Tart pushing on that wall right at the front of the back.
Morbid with the happy feet action on Austin's defense, and Pop Tart trying to do some jammer on jammer action, but actually pressing Morbid further ahead. Both teams running the pack, losing a ref there in turn 4.
Anarchy picking up that pace at the front of the pack, led by S. Payne and friends.
We just like to skate in circles really, really fast. Good job by both teams there. Skating at this altitude, at this late in the game, and now everybody's starting to run it. We're going to see what kind of endurance you got.
Still 11 and a half minutes left to go in this contest.
Sharknado up skating for Austin Anarchy next, and for Flower City Fear, we've got Steven. Both teams starting up by the pivot line. A little bit of a change there. Both teams starting at the jammer line in the beginning of this bout.
And they didn't skate backwards. They stayed where they are.
They did not. Maybe a little bit of a different strategy here for both teams. Sharknado getting stuck on the pivot line against Flower City Fear's defense. Steven taking off the cap, looking to cause some confusion to make their way through the pack. Finally getting their way through, but Sharknado holding on the lead jammer status. Flower City losing scram the box, the skate free or die penalty box, and Sharknado calling the jam. Bad jammer, your lace is untied. You might know that. Freight train up skating nest for Austin Anarchy. And dang, she fine for Flower City Fear. Let's see if you can go. What is this going to be? 3 for 3? Let's see 3 for 3.
We're going to see.
Freight train getting stuck on Flower's defense there, playing a little bit of fifth blocker. Causing some confusion. We got some calls here for a track cut on She Fine going to the box, but also 7-9 for
Benelangus.
Always messes me up. Okay, make sure I enunciate clearly. There's no confusion.
I'm trying to help you out here.
And I'm
out of trouble.
Yeah. I promise I don't mumble on purpose.
That's the it's not that.
Austin also losing their pivot to the box. Truffle shuffle.
And I know you're visualizing what you're going to do in the next game as well.
You got it. You got it.
Lots of respect on stuff like that because I'm not skating up on it there. If I was the strap on my skates, I'd be one of those stripy shirt
No,
guys.
stripies. Zebrus. Dang, she fine coming back from the skate free or die penalty box. Austin also gaining.
Colonel Angus.
Thank you. From the box. But Austin sitting with 2 blockers in the box and still having their pivot there. Pivot standing coming back from the skate free or die penalty box. Freight train calling the jam on the inside line for Flower City with a standing blocker in the box.
That's S. Payne with 9 seconds remaining in the 20.
Less than 9 minutes left in this second half. We've got Pop-Tart skating for Austin Anarchy and Jackpot for Flower City Fear. Just learning my mic.
Yes. We need some popper paint.
Oh, yeah. I really want a soundboard.
There you go.
I feel like we just not be able to be unsupervised with a soundboard.
Well, we do kind of have access to it.
Well, but I don't want to touch it and then get in trouble.
Won't get in trouble.
Everything's working fine.
Who's going to get you in trouble?
Something. I like what I'm doing.
Pop-Tart grabbing that lead jammer status. We're the Anarchy.
But Jackpot getting stuck on Austin's defense right in between turn 2, getting knocked to the, what would be the gates?
We're gonna call that the Jort wall.
The Jort wall. The Jort wall between lanes 2 and 3.
Yes. Shout out to Pinky's mom. Big fan of the Jorts.
Pop-Tart making their way through. Cautiously getting through the pack for Flower City. Looks like we got a cap on the floor there. Yes, both teams kind of scrummed up in between 2 and 3. Pop-Tart making easy work on the outside lane. Austin holding on to Flower City's jammer Jackpot in between 2 and 3. Jackpot looking for an open without the cover on. And Flower City's blocker standing in the box. Number 0, Jack Skellington. Jackpot holding on to their face here in the outside line of turn 3. Jammer's calling the jam, but the lovely medics coming to the aid of our skaters.
Still got 7 minutes left in this contest.
Austin Anarchy sitting with 243 and Flower City's Fear sitting at 94. Austin sitting with a blocker in the box.
Want to give some super props to the Flower City Fear for skating relatively penalty free.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Nobody's really holding on to too many. Let's see. Scram's holding on to probably the most out of the group. It looks like 4. And everybody else is kind of at 3. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, we've got a couple of people not even on the board.
Well, they don't carry over.
No, but still,
You can't check them.
if they're not there. Austin, a little bit heavier on penalties, but that's okay. Thanks to our medics for helping out our skaters.
Yay, jackpot.
Jackpot taking some time there in the medic box.
Gonna get looked over in a meeting.
Yeah, it's a good
Make
idea.
sure they're okay.
It's best to be honest.
Absolutely.
Track team out there again, setting up the tape for the ref lane.
Those are some pretty white skates that Steven has on.
Yes, they are very white.
Kind of like my shoes.
Are they? Let me see.
I got some brand new Reebok. He's on.
Oh, dang.
Came out of the box this morning.
Look at that. Circa, they look like some early 90s Reeboks.
They
Are
are.
they a remake?
No,
No, I love a good throwback.
I got to go to Italy.
That's because they're still popping over there.
Yeah.
Sharknado up skating next for Austin Anarchy and Steve,
With the white suits,
the white team.
the white boots.
Sharknado making easy work on the inside line with Steven on the back trail here. Both teams stuck in between 2 and 3. A little bit of confusion there, trying to figure out who's going to set up where. Now we're skating fast. We're going to make both jammers work for it. Steven coming up on the backside, but Sharknado making their way easy through. A little bit of confusion here for between 2 and 3. Steven getting caught on Austin's defense, but playing the no pack.
Pandemonium dial on that slowdown.
Both teams coming in.
Good job, Panda.
4. Both teams starting hole, making the refs work for it. Steven chilling in the back. Ice.
Looks like we got a 7-4 jam. And we got a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by our good friends over at Team New York. Tell us some more about it.
Oh, well, Team New York is an open gender team and it's collective of skaters, coaches, referees, NSOs, announcers, and photographers representing WIFTA, MRDA, and USARS leagues across the New York state. Several open gender Team New York members are here participating this weekend. Hello, friends. And we want to thank them for their contribution for this weekend. It was a smart move, I think.
Absolutely.
They're a newer team. I think past 3 months, maybe. That might be a little bit less time than that. A lot of more open gender teams and no borders teams coming up here in the last few years, making more opportunities for skaters to have to skate. Love that.
I saw Team New York come down to the All-Stars this year.
So maybe I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, I wasn't there.
You should have been there. Why weren't you there?
I live in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
There is a Team VA, but it's not like Team VA.
I got you.
Working on it. Freight Train up next for Austin Anarchy.
Dang, she fine. Wearing the star for the team.
Let's see what Dang Shoes Fine's got here for Flower City Fear coming back on the track with 98. Austin Anarchy with 250 with just over 6 minutes left in this half of the bout.
Dang, she fine. Working on that block to push at the back of the pack.
Love that.
Mastermind, Colonel Angus, Blu-ray.
Freight Train making easy work getting through both pack. Nice big hit there on Flower City's defense. Dang Shoes Fine trying to monetize on that through the confusion.
And Aquaden.
Freight Train strolling through, eyeing up Flower City's wall, seeing what they're going to do. Flower stuck on the defense of Austin. Dang Shoes Fine getting hit out to the inside line.
Blu-ray forcing that recycle.
Austin losing a blocker to the box.
That's Mastermind. Going to the skate for your dive penalty box.
Freight Train getting knocked out right before turn 3. Coming back, getting the recycle here. Dang Shoes Fine also getting recycled back by Austin's defense. Freight Train getting stuck on the wall of Flower in turn 3. Dang Shoes Fine trying to make the pass. Looks like a completo. to number 21, Astronauti for Flower City. But Flower City getting stuck on Austin's defense out the front. Probably hoping for some offense. But Freight Train making easy work getting back through for those 4 points.
That Aqua Dam, Blu-ray, Colonel Angus tripod that's just water falling out there.
I love a good waterfall.
That was crazy.
Rotate.
Absolutely.
Oh, did Astronauti pick up any points there? One? Uno?
No.
Oh. What?
Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer in your eyes?
Actually, that may have been Austin. Yeah, it looks like Flower did not pick up any points.
That was 1 point additional to the 8 points already in the pocket.
That's what it was. Morbid up next skating for Flower City Fear.
Going up against Pop Tart and what will be jam number 21 of the second half.
Little jammer on jammer action there on the jammer line. Morbid making his way through on the inside line there, push past Austin's defense. Pop Tart getting stuck on Flower City in the back. Morbid making easy work getting through the defense of Austin. Pop Tart looking for a pass. Flower City, Scram says no way. Trying to get off the track here, back to the skate free or die penalty box. With a good smile there going towards the box.
Absolutely. That's just 5. Got 2 more.
It's okay.
I want to give a shout out to Harley Grace watching back game Houston, Texas. Papa be home on Monday. She can just say Papa now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Over the
breaks in 14 months.
14 months. Grandchild?
It's
How many do you have?
number 6.
Woo! Big family.
Yes.
All in the same family? Or you got them
Pretty
spread
much.
out?
They're spread out.
Yeah.
5 of them live in East Texas, so
All
don't
right.
get to see them very much.
Yeah, I get that. It's kind of fall.
Yeah.
Everything in East Texas is fall, it seems like. You're driving at least 2 hours. A little bit of quiet as things get serious here between
Watching that defense
Shannon
work,
Gray.
man. Watching that defense work.
Morbid pressing hard here on Austin's defense. The offense for Flower City trying to make some contact here with Morbid, trying to help them through. Flower City doing a great job holding the, I think that was a pass for Austin, getting stuck on Flower City's defense in the back. Those jammers working at turn 3, trying to make their way through.
That must be an octopus guard. Pop Tart, Ellie Bone, Cat Tricks.
Pop Tart trading places here, going from the jammer to defense, stuck on Morbid. I'm curious if Morbid works in the death industry. Picked up a lot of friends recently that work in the death industry.
We should have asked that question before the game.
We should have.
Ask it
Later,
so
later.
we can know.
Have
the
more
next-
facts. I like facts.
Absolutely.
You got fun facts? Give them to me. I'm going to put them on the air.
Absolutely. We sure will.
Up
Just,
skating next.
just like Lucy and Michelle can attest to.
That's right. Up skating next for Austin Anarchy, we got Sharknado, and for Flower City Fear, we've got Steven.
And what could be the last jam of the game.
It does look like it's going to probably be the last jam of the game. See who picks up the most points here, see how they work it. If we're going to run out the clock or if we're going to play some strategy here to just go ahead and ice everyone, even though Austin Anarchy is in the lead. Oh, both jammers hanging out in the back of the pack. Sharknado eyeing up Flower
Now-
losing.
It's a power jam.
Oh, it is a power jam.
It's
Yeah, I
power
see that
jam.
now. Yeah, lost Steven there in turn 3.
I bet it's the penultimate jam. Just because all I use are big words.
No, not me, because I need to enunciate. Austin coming through, monetizing on the power jam, but Flower having a little bit of
Nice.
confusion on what Austin's doing. Sharknado just squeaking through. Flower got a bunch of people standing up in the skate free or die penalty box. Sharknado looking at that box and going to make some decisions here as they pass through the defense here for Flower City. Steven stuck on Austin out the back. Oh, almost a directional there for 619 on Austin.
Almost.
Heads up. Steven coming back through, getting recycled there for Austin. Austin playing a little bit of a different game here, and the pivot brought Anarchy going back to the box.
Well, that was Aqua Dan's last foul of the game.
Oh, you're in the red, Brent.
But with 5 seconds left to go,
Yeah, I mean, you made it. You made it to the end.
that's like
Sharknado taking a breather here. Might be a little bit gassed from scoring all these points today. Both teams deciding to go ahead and just run it for the last 20 seconds of the jam, making those refs work for it on the outside of the jam lane or the ref lane.
Sharknado with 24 points, the biggest jam of the tournament so far.
With less than 5 seconds left on the clock, we called it.
Looks like 4 more. That's a 28-point jam for Sharknado.
Good job, Sharknado. Both teams did a great job today. It was interesting to watch the game change in the beginning as it made its way through into the end. Everybody was kind of chilling at first, trying to figure out the floor. Looks like maybe the floor has changed a little bit. And that does happen here every year. It's best to bring a nice set of wheels.
I do want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning into the stream. If you're watching on the stream, thanks you for coming in. If you are in the venue, don't forget to check out the Pittsburgh Undead merchandise booth and the baked goods right next door. Go talk to our good friends over there at Cliff Rock Saves Lives.
And thanks to all of our other volunteers, our medics, NSOs, referees for coming out here, keeping us safe, keeping us honest. Oh, and thank you, John.
Thank you, KY.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
The time we get to spend on the mic together.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
I need to come out your way is what my problem is. But
Absolutely.
once you have to go past the Mississippi from the East Coast, man, the flights are just terrible.
I
I think what I need to do is just plan way far ahead.
yes.
Because I know when most of the events are going to be, usually by the middle of the year.
We got Governor's Cup coming up.
Probably. I've been pressing it. I've been up in Pittsburgh for the last 3 weekends.
How about Clover Cup next year?
Yeah, I can handle it. Yeah, you know what? Summer Cup next year would be a good one.
Come
Yeah,
on,
'cause I got a lot of
come
friends
down.
out that way. I need to do that.
Absolutely. Love to
I've
have
been
you.
meaning to come out there anyways. Every time there's, well, it was gone for a little while. I mean, I didn't, when I was spending my time out in Denver, I didn't get to actually travel to that because we spent most of our time in Denver, or I think it was Utah and Arizona. We didn't really have much derby going on then. And then I left and came back to the East Coast. Come back.
Yeah, it's been a lot of
Just
time
stay with
in the
Pittsburgh.
desert of Arizona.
Yeah. So it's not, the humidity out here is different. The dry air out there is different. Got to keep things interesting.
Thanks for tuning in. Game two's coming up in a little bit.
I'm KY Jelly.
I'm Johnny Pepper. Wish